Hi everybody, this is the tutorial for cigarette smoke. My name's Billy from Piano and Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. We're in standard tuning for this song, and the introduction has 4 chords. We'll break those down, and we'll also talk about the structure where things change quite a lot later on. However, the introduction has 4 shapes that we need, the first of which being a D major 7. Now D major 7 is an open D string, and then 2 on the remaining strings. If you prefer to play D major 7 with 3 fingers, feel free to go for it. However, I'll be using 1 finger for the sake of this video. Now I will talk about strumming in just a moment, but let's break down the other 3 chords that we need first. The next chord is an E minor 7, which is going to be an open E, 2-2 on the A and D strings, open G, 3 on the B, and then an open E. The third out of the 4 chords takes this shape and moves this finger up to fret 3. We've got basically a G6 chord, but it's basically a G major, but we'll try not to use this high E string, which makes it a G6. It'll only be used every so often. And what we're going to do is aim for those 5 strings, so that's G major. And then the last chord we need is a D major, which you can keep that little finger on from the previous chord. However, most people play D major like this, which is an open D, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, and 2 on the high E. Now let's break down the strumming, and the strumming isn't too difficult. We have and what I'm doing is I'm making sure just to stress the first and the third beat whilst keeping the second and fourth just a little bit quieter. So on the second and fourth, I'm mainly aiming for the lower strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll then repeat the process on E minor 7. As well as G. And then the same with D major. So that is the first verse, and like I mentioned, there's going to be quite a few differences as we go on with the song. So what I've done is I've wrote out a chord chart with all of the different parts of the song, as well as all the chords within those different sections, as well as made another sheet of the chords and lyrics matched up. Let's say you're singing or playing along and you need to know which chord and which lyric match together. Well, over on Patreon, that's where I've got you covered. For the price of a coffee, you get access to not only this song, but you get well over 800 songs over the past few years' releases, as well as a ton of Olivia's new songs off a brand new album. However, let's dig in with the next part of the song, which is the first verse, and actually the first verse is the same. We just take the D major 7, E minor 7, G, and D, play it like we did for the introduction, but you'll play it around twice. However, here's one of the differences. We have a pre-chorus, and the pre-chorus takes a bar chord of F sharp minor, which is a barred finger on fret 2 on all the strings, with 4-4 on the A and D strings. And we will play that for 2 lots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we go to the E minor 7 for the same amount of time. Now at this point, we go back to the original chords, but we're going to call this the chorus now. Olivia's doing some different vocals, but thankfully for the chorus, we just play the usual D major 7 to E minor 7, G to D major. Later on in the song, after you've played a second verse and pre-chorus and chorus, which are all the same ideas as what we've already seen, we get a bridge. And the bridge, if you like, we can either do one of 2 things. We can either build up the sound, like they do on the track, and we change the strumming slightly. Every chord gets a very quick one of those, and when we change, it happens as well. Like here. So what I'm doing is on the strumming, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I've got a quick down up. I'll just demonstrate that going from the D major 7 to the E minor 7 slowly. Here it comes. And then here's the change with it. So through that bridge section, because we don't have a lot of difference between this and the other part of the song, we can add that into our strumming to make it sound a little bit more unique. And then after you play the usual chords for the chorus once more, you get yourself to the end of the song. So if you found this video useful, please do like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And consider getting the extra material on Patreon, which the people on the screen are going to get because those are my active patrons. So when this video goes live, they'll get access to that content immediately when this video drops. So thanks to them for their support. Thanks to you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.